Hello, world, and welcome to another episode of Nerdy Nice. Hi. But on today's episode, we will be talking about one of the earliest examples of a comic book publisher going against the Comic Book Code Authority. Now, before we dive into that, make sure to leave a like if you want to. I don't like doing this, but subscribe. Anyways, it comes from EC Comics, one of the main publishers behind the Comic Code Authority being created in the first place. They did a bunch of horror comics, a bunch of crime comics, and so forth and so on. But anyways, that'll be a topic for a later one. Today we will be talking about how one of the later issues that EC produced under the Comic Book Code Authority had a little bit of fight back with it. And that is because William Gaines tried to republish a story from a pre-code publication, and that one was Weird Fantasy Title 18, or Issue 18. And that was before the approved coded series Incredible Science Fiction, and the issue number we were talking about now is number 33. Because originally the planned story to go in that issue that was declined by the Comic Code Authority was Angelo Torres's An Eye for an Eye, which I'll put up here on the green screen. Yeah. But since that one was denied by the Comic Book Code for being too obscure or obscene or grotesque, they tried to republish their previous work called Judgment Day, which is a story that is an allegory on the racial prejudice that was prevalent in the 1940s and 50s, that the American comic book writers or creative team, Al Feldstein and Joe Orlando, knew and were criticizing within their works, especially in Judgment Day. But anyways, the story was originally denied by, what name was it? The Comic Code Administrator Charles Murphy, because the protagonist of the comic was black. And that is not prohibited in the Comic Book Code at all, but it was denied by Murphy. And William Gaines, irritated and agitated, threatened to release the whole incident to the press, and even threatened to take them to court over unfairly restricting and censoring their works. Ultimately, the story Judgment Day was released in Incredible Science Fiction number 33 after that. But sadly, EC didn't last too long because the cost and the infuriating censorship and dealing with the code made William Gaines leave publishing comic books to fully focus on Mad magazine. But yeah, makes me wonder what a different time would have been like, and how many other cases like this happen that we don't even know about. But yeah, that was today's Nerdy Niches. Final plug for today. Check out the Puns of Stuff shorts. They're like a daily comic strip that is like a 12-second 4-panel strip with some jazz or related music in the background. And we also have a Patreon where we're trying to release a webcomic to help fund our underground project, and also a publishing company. So if you would like to help that out, you can also just join up for free and get the current tons of stuff and just see and catch updates from there. I'll put like random facts up there as well to read and other free content to work in the future. But anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and anything, keep nerding out.